Put your hands up.
It's lit. Goddamn.
Detachment doesn't mean that you're cold or you're distant or you don't care. It's a protection thing. Welcome back to Open and Guarded. I am your host, Dimples, and this is a place where we talk about real lessons, real life, and real growth. And today, I'm gonna talk to you about a couple things that I've been through and a few things that I've learned myself through detachment and through self-care and through not abandoning myself. I spent a lot of time feeling like I was responsible for people's emotions, people that I love, people that I care for, people that I thought cared for me. And I thought that was a good enough reason to carry everybody's baggage and to carry everybody's weight. And when I got to a point where I just didn't feel like doing that anymore, I started to practice detachment. Kind of like discernment. They really go hand in hand. But let me tell you a little bit about how I taught myself how to do that. But before I tell you about how I got through it, let me tell you some things that you should watch out for that I used to do, that I recognized later on was just not, it wasn't being a good friend, it wasn't me being a good partner, it was just me being somebody who chose to be quiet rather than cause confrontation, rather than hurt someone's feelings or risk getting my feelings hurt. Honestly, I would try to protect people's emotions more than my own. I would show up for people before I showed up for myself. Worst of the worst, I would feel other people's emotions and I would neglect my own. And then I know it's like, really, like, you don't even seem like that type of person that would do that. I am. Yeah, I am. I've done it. And I still find myself doing it. And it's hard. But it's something you have to consistently work at. I'm still working on it. I work on it every single day. And sometimes I fail tremendously. But I always try. And that's the most important thing. And I never give up, especially not on me. So if you hear something that I've said and it just feels too familiar, don't keep putting up with it. Practice detachment. Practice discernment. It doesn't mean that you're mean. It doesn't mean you're cold. It doesn't mean you don't care. It just means that you have to protect yourself more than you attempt to protect other people, because you are just as important. You are the most important person in your story, because nobody's going to care about you as much as you care about you. If you don't mess with the program, who else is going to mess with your program? I mean, you got to feel yourself before anybody else can feel you. It's great when we can feel love through others, but it's more important that we show ourselves the love that we yearn for through other people's eyes or through other people's talents, or however they may come through our lives and bless our lives. We have to always remember how to protect ourselves and protect our peace. Detachment is not about not caring. Detachment, so think about it like, it's not that I don't care about you. It's that I care about me so much more. So look at it like that. So if you find yourself in a situation and you're like, I really don't like the way that this feels. I don't like the way this doesn't compliment me at all. I really want to get up out of here. When you practice not answering the phone or saying, hey, I don't want to go out with you, or I don't think that this is something that I'm interested in doing, or I'm going to unfollow this person, or I just want to block that person. My block list is too long, okay? Too long. But that's how far I will go to protect my peace. And people look at me like, you gotta go so far to protect your peace. You must be weak. Your peace must be fragile. And even if it is, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to protect it. It's mine, it's my baby. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And boundaries is something that we just can't negotiate anymore. I know at my grown age, I'm not negotiating with nobody. If you don't like the standards that I set for myself, you can take the options and the choices that you have and do what you have to do. As far as me, this is where I am. This is where I draw the line. This is it for me, and I don't plan on crossing it, and I don't plan on allowing anybody else to cross it. And with that in mind, I want to put boundaries really big across the screen. I'm actually going to be really extra. Y'all know I'm really extra. So I'm going to put it in the bio underneath this video when it drops. Because boundaries is going to be our word of the day. It's going to be a way that we remind ourselves that we come first. It's going to be a way to tell us that we can no longer be quiet when things are happening around us or people are around us that just don't really respect how we want to keep our peace, how we want to structure our days, what type of energy we want to receive and put out. Boundaries is basically, I'm gonna give you a way to break it down. What you going for and what you're not going for. Me, myself, personally, you can look at me like, she ain't going. Oh, I know. People look at me. I have so many friends, had. God is real, because I prayed him. I prayed him away. I do a lot of things by myself now, but that's okay. But I used to have to tell my friends I was going out with them. And I was lying. It was a bold face lie. I look them right in their face. Yes, I will be there. And when they hit me up around the time, that's when they know that things will get a little shaky. I am the stand-up queen. I should do comedy stand-up. I stand people up so much. I am the stand-up queen because I just don't enjoy being outside at night. My anxiety, I already have social anxiety. Shout out to my social anxiety survivors that still go out on the daily and network and do everything y'all gotta do. I'm so proud of y'all. I'll see y'all in that room one day for 5 minutes and then I'm gonna get the fuck out of there because my anxiety sometimes is through the roof and people can't deal. People can't deal, and I don't expect them to. Listen, when I'm going through it, I need everybody to just please be patient with me. Please be patient with me. Be double patient. Be double, extra, triple patient. Because when I'm okay, I promise I'm coming around serving out apologies. And I'll tell you this much, my team, they already mad at me. I'm so sick of your apology. But listen, the point is, I did apologize, and I'm sorry, but I really want you guys to develop some real strong boundaries about yourself to protect your peace. If you haven't. If you have, good, shout out to you. Checklist done. And we can keep on moving. And then the next episode, I'll serve you up something else. And maybe you can already tell me that you done did that. Listen, if you don't know, I'm still coming into my grown womanhood. I'm still coming into my grown womanhood. It takes me a little minute or two. Sometimes 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. But yeah, life be lifing and everything is real. And when I come to you and I make these videos, I promise you, I probably just went through this yesterday or I'm going through it right now. A lot of people make content. They make content. They might have borrowed it from somebody. They might get it from somewhere. They might research it. But a lot of this stuff comes from my real life. But I want to leave y'all with some stuff. I want you to know that everybody doesn't need my energy or your energy. Everybody doesn't deserve access to you. Like my mama, some of y'all mamas too, she gonna take what she want. But if it's not healthy, boundaries. I'm screaming it. Boundaries. I'm screaming it. But some people you can't, they gonna do what they want. No, I'm just playing. But I love you, mama. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving birth to me. Love you so much. But we can't always determine, like your kids, you can't say how much access they're going to get to you. They live in the house, they're going to wake up and jump in the bed with you while you making breakfast, dinner, everything. You on brunch, you're supposed to be hanging out with your girlfriends, they're going to call you, blow you up. If they drive and they're old enough to pull up, they're coming. So it's like, what I mean is, everybody doesn't deserve the same amount of access. So everybody might have to have access to you, might have to go to work, your co-workers may see you. Hey girl, what's going on? I like that top, I got shoes just like that. All of that contact, but it's like once you get home, she ain't got the same access to you. They ain't got the same access to you. So it's very important that we understand that detachment does not mean I don't care about you at all. It just means that I care about me a little more, and this is the way I gotta operate to protect the person that I care for the most. And that's me. Me, back up. Okay? And that really, it brings me to a movie I want to talk to y'all about. The movie is a love movie. Shout out to my TikTok family. We do our rewatch cinema every now and again, and I owe y'all 2 shorts, and I got you, it's coming. But we do rewatch cinema, and we think about what we got from it. And I try to do old cinema, and I try to really keep it in the 90s, but whatever I can get, you know, if I can get a message out of it, we won't do it. How about that? So the movie that we're talking about today is Love Jones. Love Jones. I used to really admire this movie because when I was younger, I thought it was about love. Because there was a lot of kissing and making out in the street, and it was raining and it was dark and cold, and shout out to New York, shout out to the East Coast. You know, we got to keep our bubble jackets on, and it's definitely about to be summertime, so you know, we're traveling right now, but I keep a bubble. I keep one. I have one, I just got rid of it, but I used to watch it. I used to fantasize, like, this is going to be me one day, and a man is going to kiss me on the middle of the street in the rain. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about cars coming, but shout out to Love Jones. It's a really good watch. If you have not watched it, go ahead and watch it. Come back and tell me what you got from it, because I want to know what you got. And if you have watched it, go to the comment section right now and tell me what you like about the movie. Tell me what you don't like about the movie. Tell me what you got from the movie. And if you rewatched it, if you haven't rewatched it, but you've seen it a long time ago, I definitely think that you should go ahead and rewatch it, because it's a good watch. It's a good lesson. It's not just about love. It's about detachment, discernment, boundaries. It's about timing, and it's about emotional maturity. And I think both of them were learning a lesson about that in the time that they were going through it in this movie, because I believe that everybody kind of denied, I ain't stunting nobody, I ain't love, like everybody kind of was being a player. Shout out to Bill Bellamy, Neil Long, I want to say Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate and his brother, shout out to them. This movie just reminded me of how much you need to choose your peace over people. And that's why I wanted to add it into this segment, because you can, if you've seen it, please go watch it, because I'm spoiling it right now, but you can see how many times that they just did not choose they didn't make the right decision because of the lack of emotional maturity. But knowing what you will allow, knowing what you won't allow. And watching this movie just made me happy that I created boundaries for myself, because I used to go all bad. I would go all bad. I mean, for the worst. For the worst. I mean, like, you know who you are. But for the worst, like, seriously. So for me, I'm glad I created boundaries for myself. I'm glad that I moved past that stage in my life. I couldn't wait to reach adulthood. A lot of the times I couldn't wait to reach adulthood, because I was like, this is my past. This is so yesterday. I wanted to be like, that was going to be my mantra. Oh, that was so yesterday, please. I'm a grown woman now. That was my childish days. But basically, like, it helped me mature. It helped me blossom into the woman that you see today. And, you know, hopefully none of my past see me, because they can't wait to bring up what I done did. I don't get that. I don't understand why they always gotta talk about the past. But they can't. I remember when we was younger and you did this to me. Baby, I was a child and so were you. I don't want to talk about it. If it didn't happen when I was like at least 27 and above, it don't count. It really don't count. It don't count. But I really wanted to give y'all some treats. So we definitely did extend our show, because I want to give you guys a word of the day, a book of the day, and a movie of the day. So next we are going to do our book of the day. Now for this book of the day, I'm going to need help with chat. Now I don't know if y'all use chat. I don't know if y'all care for AI. I don't know if it's weaseled its way into your life yet, but for me, we've been rocking for a very long time. I won't tell you how long. But it's still people in my phone that are so mad that I give so much of my energy to chat. Like, as soon as I get over it, I'm going through something with somebody, I'm on chat. Well, this is what happened, because I want closure. I know you can give yourself closure, but I want closure right now. I want to know what's happening right now. And even if I might put somebody's situation in there a little bit wrong, chat gets the gist of it. So I want chat to help me right now because there is a name, the author's name, let me see. Never Glover, I ain't gonna try it. I ain't even gonna try it because I don't even want to slight that man like that. But the book is called Set Boundaries, Find Peace. When you set boundaries, you can find peace. So if you're a peaceful person, you like to have peace in your life, and you don't, I suggest you get to setting the boundaries because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need that. So we're definitely gonna use chat right now because I'm not even gonna like slight this name like that. It's really difficult. I'm gonna put it down here so y'all can see. It's called Set Boundaries and Find Your Peace. So if you set boundaries, you'll be able to find your peace. Watch that. I really want y'all to go look up this book. If you have not heard of it and you have not read it, this is my first time hearing of it. I did my research on it just because I got the idea from what we're talking about today. So it just kind of runs into what we're talking about today. So I'm definitely going to check it out, and I want to let you know how I felt about it in the comment section, and I want you to do the same. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I truly appreciate you for being here. I know I stumbled up and messed up a lot of my words so far, but it's okay. We're only here to get better. That's what we're supposed to do because we're human. I actually want to bring us into a movie that I recently rewatched because I saw it when I was younger. I don't remember what age, it doesn't matter. But the movie is called Love Jones. Shout out to my TikTok family who gave me the idea to make a cinema rewatch list so we can talk about old movies, new movies, and what we got from them. Basically the message that we took from the movie and why it could still be relevant today or why it could still apply to our normal daily lives today. Even if it's a rom-com or it's a passionate movie about dedication and persistence and diligence, anything. And if you have some suggestions for some movies that you think that I would get a blast out of watching or I could learn a huge life lesson out of watching, please feel free to give me your references right here in our comment section on Openly Guarded. And you can DM me on any of our platforms. That's TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And just send me whatever it is that you want me to see, whether it's a story. If you have a story you want me to hear and you need some advice, please feel free. I am an open door and I love to share my information with you and the things that I've learned. If you have a podcast or if you just have a story that you want to share and you want to come here and get some exposure for your topics or for your podcast or for your business or your platform, please feel free to also check in here with us too because we are a growing platform and teamwork makes the dream work and we're still building, and I would love to have you be a part of our team and I would love to know how I can support you in your endeavors. Love Jones. Now for me, Love Jones, and this is just my take on it, it's about a lack of emotional maturity, a lack of boundaries, and also just getting into situations before we're ready and knowing that we're not ready and still being willing to get in them. The thing that stood out to me in this movie was that they had a real connection, real chemistry, real magic. I mean, you can really feel it even though it's a movie. You could feel it across the screen, and they're still good friends. Shout out to Nia Long and Lorenz Tate. Shout out to Nia for coming together and making that beautiful masterpiece that we all love to watch. And I could watch that movie over and over and over again. Love Jones is a really good movie. It has a great story behind it and great friendships and values and meanings behind it. It reminds me of like Best Man or something like that. Detachment is not being cold, and it doesn't mean that you don't care. It actually means that you care more about yourself and your future endeavors than the responsibilities that you allow another partner to carry. Meaning a relative or a family member or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a job. It's really on you and up to you how you want to feel safe in this world, how you want to protect your peace. And that's why I decided to start my journey or go on my journey for peace and detachment to better my own mental health and my own environment because you are the most important person in your story, and you cannot forget that. You always have to keep that in mind, and you always have to, how do I say it? Know that you're the program. I mean, you might not be bigger than the program, but you definitely are your own program. I like that. That's something that I say. You are as important as you think you are. So I hope you know how important you are. And if not, let's get on that journey. Thank you so much for being here. This has been Openly Guarded. I truly appreciate you rocking out with me and spending this time, because you could have been anywhere else, but you're here with your girl. And I thank you, and I love you, and I mess with you. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. We partying, we turning up. It's Openly Guarded. So hey, I want to make a song, and we're going to make a song. I'm going to use this little cutaway so I can be like, we made the song. Shout out to me. We got it done. So irritated with me right now. It's weird because, you know, you gotta make sure you show up. You gotta communicate. You gotta be positive. You gotta be happy. But me, I need a build up. I can't just pop up and pop out. They're like, I need you to be how you be on your TikTok. My TikTok messes with me. We engage. We go back and forth and back. But thank you so much for being here. And another one.
Put your hands up.